Hello friends, have you ever imagined how the life is going to be in 2050 or in 2200? Is it going to be easy or difficult? What kind of challenges humankind is going to face? What can we do to make this transition easy for us? 21 Lessons of 21st Century by Yuval Noah Harari is a wonderful book which talks about this subject in a very interesting manner. Though the hypothesis expressed by Harari in his book is all very logical thinking and evidence based, yet it is a conjecture. It may come true or it may not. It depends on the circumstances which he has described. Also on what actions we take to improve our situation. This is what which makes this book very thrilling and mind-catching. Harari has a special art of writing. He starts any subject with a question and then examines all the possibilities which are very logical thinking and evidence based, and then he examines all the possibilities which are possible. He then in the end lays out the most probable scenario which may happen. Well, 2050 is not far away. The children born in 20s will be around 30 years of age, frantically searching for jobs. What kind of jobs will be available at that time? Driverless cars and drones, etc. may take away large number of jobs. The work done by engineers, doctors and lawyers is such that it is all information based. If all information is fed in the computer, these works can be done in more efficient and in less time. They will be economical as well. One of the examples is Watson computer developed for lawyers. The jobs of engineers, doctors and lawyers may also go away. Not only this, the developments in the field of biotech like gene editing, biosensor, bioprinting may bring about huge changes in our lifestyle. As if all this is not enough, the joining of hands of machine learning and biotech may come out with the systems which are much more efficient than the most efficient minds. The power of machine learning can be understood from the fact that the Google's AlphaZero program could teach itself chess and could beat the best computer chess programmer, the DeepMind, after learning the chess in just 4 hours. Ultimately, there is a possibility that with the chip under our skin or the cameras in TV or in our mobile phones may keep tracking us and understand and record our all emotions and bodily changes in a big data in a manner that after analysis they can manipulate our emotions. If it is said that forget about hacking the computers, even humans can be hacked, it is not a fantasy. Harari in his book says that there is a possibility that with all these changes, the big data, machine learning and biotechnology combining hands together may create a superior human being, and the poorer lot may remain as substandard human being. Some of these narrations in the book looks very scary unless we all know about it, do something about it before the machines take over and create an elite superhuman being and a substandard human being group. As we all know, the web of life is very complex and very much interwoven. A small event in any field creates large ripples and spillover effect in so many areas. We do not know that one small change or a lifestyle change may bring about huge changes. It is very difficult to know even at this time or even at later stage that how our lives are going to be affected. Well, then the question comes that how are we going to tackle all this and make decisions about it unless the machines take over our whole system and starts controlling us. And good example of this is, you all must have observed people glued to their screen walking on the road or sitting in a restaurant or at home. Do you suppose they control the technology or the technology controls them? Besides the development in the field of technology, the book also discusses the effects of all the developments in the field of labor market, democracy, equality, nationalism versus globalization, religion, immigration, terrorism, post-truth, justice, etc. The social, economic, and cultural norms may throw a bizarre surprise before us. Another very important question which the author discusses is that what kinds of jobs are going to be available in 2050 or in 2200? Are the skills and the syllabus which we are teaching to the children these days in the schools is going to be relevant in 2050? What's the use of teaching all this? Well, they say that it might be the 4C skills, the skills of critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication, which will be most relevant at that time. Few other topics dealt by Y.N. Harari in his book are what will happen when the climate change triggers ecological catastrophe? What will happen when the computers outperform humans in more and more tasks and replace them in an increasing number of jobs? What will happen when the biotechnology upgrades and extend the human lifespan? None of these questions have any kind of clear-cut answer as on today, but it is very important that we are aware about it. And there is a large scale discourse in the world about these topics so that maybe we can find out a wiser way forward which can then decide the action which the technology, politicians, economists should take so as to create a better human being, a welfare state on this earth. Last of all, I'll talk about the takeaways from this book. Number one, accept that you do not know everything and have an open mind for new information. Escape fake news by taking a more analytical look at everything you read or see. Don't fill your child with information. Google can now answer anything for him. Instead, teach him how to interpret information. To better understand the word, consider meditating on yourself and the context in which you are inserted. Do not despair terrorists and war narratives. Fear is what radical groups want. Number 6 and last, flexibility and ability to adapt well to different contexts will be the differentials of professionals in the coming decade. This is a must-read book for everybody, and I give 5 stars to this book. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.